everybody, and welcome back to the Better Call Sukan podcast with me, �12𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼, and with a guest host yang berbeza tiap-tiap episod. Pada episod hari ini, guest host kita, yes, seorang perempuan lagi, dan seorang yang sangat rapat dengan saya. Sebenarnya beliau to me is a very talented person. She adalah orang Malaysian tapi jauh. Dia pergi Germany, duduk kat sana for a few years, and then she came back because she got married to a very close friend of mine, Zam, shout out. So ni isteri dia. So ini macam hadiah kahwin lah mungkin. So welcome to the show, and Azrin.
Hi, thank you for having me here today.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm not kidding, right? I'm nervous, but I'm good.
Tak apa, okay je, santai-santai saja. You're doing well, you're doing good. And yeah, hari ni kita akan sembang pasal apa sebenarnya, kan?
Okay, so today it's a very exciting topic. It's about recovery.
Recovery.
Right? Very important.
Recovery dalam sports lah.
Recovery dalam sports. I think something that people take for granted.
Yes.
Oftentimes.
Yes.
So yeah, today we're gonna be speaking
about cara nak, adakah like how do you recover, or like what actually?
Yeah, I think like how we recover, and you know, like what can we use to help us recover, how do we expedite recovery hopefully, right, and all those things, you know.
Yes,
cover the whole topic.
So tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, hari ni kita akan sembang more about, yes, the recovery, but the certain brand. Yes, kita correct. Ada a local brand with us today. Mungkin pada satu hari nanti pun mungkin ada akan partner dengan Better Call Sukan, kita tak tahu. Yes, tapi it's about sports brands lah. Yeah, in sports, you know, apa-apa sukan, you are an athlete ke, you are a community ke, you love the certain sports ke apa ke, you kena ada brand.
Yes.
Yes. So maka dengan itu, you need to macam, you know, you cakap tadi entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. So kita we're not gonna like speak about like how to deal, tak silent, how to deal in the like macam 101 of entrepreneurship in sports, but we're gonna touch a bit on that.
Yeah.
Tapi kita dekat beside me ni adalah the local product here. Yes. So I'm really excited actually for today's episode. I hope you guys sit and tight, listening ready, watching ready for this episode. So, and tanpa buang masa, who is our guest for today speaking about sports brand in general?
So, today we would be interviewing our guest Sunil Chandran.
Sunil Chandran.
Yeah. So, former football player and the founder of the brand Retra Recovery.
Retra Recovery, that's about it. Yes, so welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, before kita teruskan, I nak cakap, I tak tahu about korang, tapi Retra Recovery ni, muka Sunil ni asyik dekat in between my stories dekat social media. I tak tahulah, adakah sebab I pernah Google for the show ke apa ke, atau korang pun pernah ke. So dia, kalau korang tak tahu, yeah, it's like in between stories, you know, because contohnya and then Better Call Sukan punya social Instagram. So I tahu, I tekan Better Call Sukan, and then after that I tahu it's your story. Tapi sebenarnya between your story tu ada gambar si Sunil tengah berdiri dengan another girl. Dia dia buka macam tu. So inilah orang ni yang sentiasa saya jumpa sebelum saya tidur, doom scroll. Inilah orang ni.
But then you haven't bought yet lah. So we're wasting our ad budget lah.
So welcome to the show, Mr. Sunil Chandran.
Thank you.
How are you today, Sunil?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Excited.
Yes, Sunil Chandran, former football player and founder of Retra Recovery. Tapi sebelum kita nak tahu pasal Retra Recovery kan, kita nak tahu a bit about himself.
Yes, please.
Kita nak ice break sikit lah. Because
betul
kita
lah.
takkanlah, yelah, you cakap I tak beli lagi. So sebab I nak tahu juga orang dia, baru
behind the brand,
baru kita
right?
nak betul-betul beli. Baru you guys semua nak beli kan. Yes, so kita nak tahu maybe your sporting journey. maybe from the very humble beginning
Yeah.
Mungkin masa kecil dia suka
What inspired you,
dia
you
suka
know?
uli ke apa ke lepas tu dia ada formula ke, kita tak tahu kan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I think always been an active kid growing up. I think came from quite a sporty family. Both my parents were very, I think, involved in sports. Never played professionally, but just I think from a young age I was put into a lot of different sports: football, tennis, squash, athletics. So I think growing up, I think sports has always been my one true love. I've had very few other passions. Never was into like gaming. Never could really have many friends because everyone in school had different interests. But sports was that one thing that I was just, I think, very, very passionate about from a young age.
So first love sports apa?
I think football. Football was my first love. Because I think I had a cousin who was 3-4 years older than me. So he used to take me with him, with his friends to go play. I was always the youngest kid there.
Okay.
But I think playing with older kids was always a fun thing, you know.
The challenge.
The challenge, right?
Yeah.
And I think scoring a goal against someone your own age versus scoring a goal against people 3-4 years older it always feels better.
Betul. Diorang macam, who's this
Who's this
kid?
wonder kid here, right? So it was always nice, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think sports was always very social growing up. So it allowed me to, I think, make friends, I think make friends, have a social group. So yeah, I think since from a very young age, I think sports has always been my one true passion.
So your family memang semua minat sukan ke? Did they practice it? Like because you said you play football with your cousin, but you said your parents pun sukan juga. Do they practice sports or they watch sports ke apa?
Yeah, I think my dad has always watched a lot of sports. So he's a big Man United fan.
Okay.
So that used to be a father-son thing, watch football. He used to take me for football as well. My mom is like a fitness freak as well. Loves the gym. Until today, I think she's a fitness trainer.
Wow.
So up till today, she
Your
still
mom
does.
is a fitness trainer.
Yeah, she does her own kind of small group classes.
Very
They converted
cool,
one of the rooms in a house to a gym, so people come over.
Fuyo.
So yeah, and then I think growing up,
panggil mak dia sembang
Itu
pasal
lah
fitness
tu.
program dia, syllabus dia. Okay.
so yeah, I think growing up we go play badminton together in the garden, play football with my dad. So it's always been quite an active household lah.
Okay, dia sangat general mungkin dia humble ke sikit. Sebenarnya kita nak tanya when do you started taking it seriously lah?
I think
personally.
Okay, so when I was always playing football quite often, but when I was 13 I had a chance. My dad saw like an advertisement in the newspaper for Malaysian under 13 trials.
Malaysia under 13 trials.
So
okay.
he was like, Sunil, why don't you go try lah? What's there to lose, right? Worst case scenario, you don't get selected. So I went, and true enough, after a few rounds of selections, I ended up getting selected. And that I think was a bit of a glimpse of hope, I guess. For me, I was like, maybe I actually have a chance at this. I always loved football, always dreamt of playing for Man United. I was a Man United fan back then.
Still lah.
No lah, not anymore. Now I'm a Spurs fan.
Oh my god. Tak mengaku. Kata father and son moment. That's why I tak nak banter you.
No, but it was when I was 12, 13, I wanted the rivalry at home. You know, it's not fun when you and your father both support the same team, right?
Yeah.
Needed some rivalry in the house.
There needed to be a banter.
You are a Spurs fan.
Yeah, so since I was 12,
Okay.
13, I became a Spurs fan.
Okay. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Okay,
lah,
okay.
Tapi okay je, tak ada masalah. We are okay.
Yeah. So when I was, I think 13, I got into the national under 13 team, and I think I saw that glimpse of hope that maybe I can actually fulfill this dream of becoming a footballer lah.
Okay.
And my dad was like, but it's a different ball game now.
Yeah.
If you want to be a footballer, it's only a very, very small percentage of people who actually make it.
Betul.
So I realized that I needed to really dial down and focus and train. My parents never allowed me to go to a sports school just because they were scared like the education would be neglected a bit.
Okay.
So although I had a few offers growing up, they were like, no, stay in your regular school, but you can go as far as you want in your football as long as you maintain your education lah. So that was always the requirement by
The
them.
balance kena ada lah.
Correct. So they were like, we fully support you and your sports endeavours, but make sure your studies don't fall below a certain level lah.
Sekolah mana tu?
I went
Bagi
to
shout out sikit.
I went to Sri KL
Sri KL.
in Subang, very kiasu school, which was good because both
They
it
make
pushes
sure
you lah.
sukan pun number one, education number one. Is
Not
it?
so much
That
the
kind of
school,
kiasu
not so
ke
much
macam
the school, but more the kids in the school. everyone like super kiasu lah. So whether it's like studies or sports, everyone is super competitive, which was I think good because it
Everyone
pushes
had
you.
something they pursued, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Pada orang kat luar sana yang tak tahu pemasuk kiasu tu, maksudnya diorang mengutamakan semua
Correct.
benda lah.
Correct.
Kan? Kiasu kan, that's
Yeah.
the meaning kan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nak
Try
menang
hard lah.
lah.
Try hard.
Try hard. Yeah.
So in a way, whether you like it or not, if you don't want to fall behind, you have to be rajin lah.
Kena
you know?
back up and catch up lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, daripada sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah?
No, sekolah rendah. I grew up in Beijing.
Beijing.
My dad was working there, so I left to.
Your family kerja situ?
My dad kerja situ, so I left Malaysia when I was 5, came back when I was 10.
Oh.
And then I went to USJ4 primary school until I was 12, finished UPSR, and then I went to Sri KL lah.
Wow, must be tough for you because the masa kecil
Readjustment, yeah.
It was tough, but it was good also because I think it gave me a lot of different exposure and experiences.
You sempat tak ada Olympics kat situ?
I came back just before the Olympics actually. So I was there
Baru
during
nak
all the
tanya
pre-Olympics and stuff, and then came back just before the Olympics, 2008
lah.
before the Olympics lah.
Okay,
Yeah.
baru nak tanya pasal Olympic tu.
Yeah.
But can you, time tu pergi sekolah boleh converse their language ke?
So I was lucky that when I was there, my
Ke
dad's
international
company
school?
paid for everything. So went to international school, so it was all full of expats.
expect lah.
But I think that was where kind of gave me the exposure of playing football at a high level lah, because actually most of the kids there, actually today, one guy is actually playing in the Premier League. One of my teammates there.
Okay.
So it was actually quite a high level there. Like I said, when I left, a lot of them actually went back to their own countries at the same time, and all ended up playing quite high level. One ended up going to like Bayern Munich Academy. One played now playing for Ipswich Town in Premier League.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a very good experience, but it kind of set me on I think the right trajectory lah.
Oh.
Yeah, so came back and then went to school and was fortunate enough to, there was a show called Mencari Ramli back then.
Oh yes, Mencari Ramli.
So
Mencari Ramli is a show yang macam mana they buat auditions for people to be a football player lah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a reality show.
Wow,
I think
alright.
It's
Media
a
Prima
reality
did-
show, yeah. So they went
TV3
around
did it.
Malaysia, each state, and they kind of hosted trials lah. So I think
But
for
that's
Selangor
really
was like,
cool, right?
yeah, Selangor was like I think 1,000 plus people lah.
So you went for the audition semua?
Yeah, I went for, so I was in season 4.
Okay.
Again, I didn't plan to sign up. I was so happy. I was staying at my friend's house and he was going that day. So he said, Sunil, ikut lah.
Boleh bagi like a short 1 minute or 2 minute, like apa sebenarnya proses dia sebenarnya? I tak pernah tahu. I tahu mencari even end lagi lah tak tahu.
Yeah, super
And
cool.
dekat Germany for berbelas-belas tahun. Dia baru balik a few months ago. So lagi lah dia tak tahu.
Yeah.
So yeah, boleh cerita
What
It
it's like?
was basically just you register, attend the selection. No, I don't know how many people can be there. So when I went, it was like 1,000 over people.
Okay.
Because there's so many people, you don't have much time to show. So they split you up into groups of like 7. So at first it's like just a 7-a-side game.
So 7 lawan 7 in a
lawan
futsal
7 lah.
court like that lah.
Correct. Slightly bigger than futsal court. I think it was only like 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
And
then
they judge 14 orang at
basically
the
lah.
same time.
So within those 10 minutes, you have to show lah whatever you have.
So tak akan pass lah.
So, but the thing is, there's like multiple stages. So I think
Faham.
we had there were 4 stages. So first stage, they memang just remove all the kaki bangku lah.
Oh.
Because the prize was that the winners will get a chance to go to Manchester United for 1 week and train with the Man U Academy there.
Yeah, that's the...
So everyone wants to get a chance lah. So even those that maybe tak pernah main bola also will go for the trial just to try lah. So first stage they remove all those that memang really cannot play.
Okay.
And then so from 1,000 went down to like maybe 200-300 people.
Okay.
And then stage 2, stage 3 they just keep
Dia ada
dropping people.
drill semua lah, all that lah.
Actually, my year it was just matches. So yeah, so they just test based on the match. So it was 7-a-side and then became like 9-a-side and then finally the final, I think there was like 22 players in Selangor. It was like 11-a-side match.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then after that, who gets
So
to be the Ramli?
after that, they don't announce first. So they from the 22, I think they select a few names, but they don't announce yet. And then they go to each state, select a few names, and what they do is they announce 16 people for the whole country.
Oh, then
Yeah.
all fly there lah.
No, so 16 actually go into like a 2 weeks camp. It was in MSN in Bukit Jalil. So the 16 people were invited for
Were
this
you
camp.
part of the 16?
Yeah, so I got
okay.
selected to be part of the 16.
Out
And,
of beribu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's
Okay.
very lucky lah. These kind of trials, a lot of it is to do with luck also lah,
no,
right?
you need luck also.
Right time,
kan?
right place, right?
Yeah.
So thankfully got selected for the 16. Went for the 2 weeks camp in MSN, and then from there they selected 6 people to go to Manchester United.
Which you made
Which I was lucky.
So you went to Old
I
Trafford?
went to Old Trafford.
And how old were you at this
I
point?
was 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you went to Old Trafford?
Went to Old Trafford,
Oh,
yeah.
so the experience was...
It was great, but like I said, the experience was great. But I think what was even better was when I came back, it kind of opened all the doors lah, right?
Okay.
That's the kind of pathway or the step to then becoming professional.
Kepada mungkin orang yang macam tak tahu what is it, dia macam you tengok all the reality singing shows.
Yeah.
There's stages and all.
Right,
You beratur ramai-ramai for the audition.
Yeah.
And then you pass the first stage and then you make it to the 12-week program dekat reality show tu, and then you win the prize. You masuk final and all. So ni tapi football side lah.
Yeah.
Correct. Basically,
But you know, at 16, that is very impressive.
It was a very, very good experience.
Dia macam X Factor lah. Macam
Correct,
dia apa, the six of the One Direction
Yeah.
people kan. Macam tu lah S16 kan. All the Harry semua sama lah.
So correct. And but like, I think Mencari Ramli as a program was very successful lah, because a lot of the winners actually ended up playing professional. I think there was recently a post, I think last week or something, where the Malaysia just played against Laos.
Okay.
I think 3 or 4 of the players from the first 11 that played against Laos were actually Mencari Ramli winners. So it was very kind of, I think, successful program lah to identify talent. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you know Faizal Halim,
He's from Mencari Ramli.
he was Mencari Ramli the season before me. Yeah.
Oh.
So people do try to get the chance to get into the program, right?
Yeah. So unfortunately it stopped now. So I think they stopped, I think 2 or 3 seasons after mine.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Was that maybe because kalau macam tu is just onwards and upwards. So what happened ke, something else yang you nak commit to what ke, macam mana tu?
So after that, when I came back, I think a few clubs kind of approaching and speaking to me. So what ended up happening was I ended up signing for a team called PKNS.
Okay.
So PKNS is now merged with Selangor to become Selangor 2 and all that. But
tak ada PKNS dah?
Tak ada lagi, yeah. But before, PKNS used to be a professional team playing in the Super League and all that as well.
PKNS is a team. Kalau orang semua tak tahu, is a team. Diorang punya home dekat tepi LDP.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Just before the perabot yang sekarang tak ada dah.
Yeah.
Dia dah bakar.
Yeah, so it was actually a very good club back in the day.
Yeah.
Back then, it was a very good club, run very well, had a very good academy. So I was brought in, went to play for under 19, and play for under 21. Had a few games for the senior team also. So it was a very good experience. And then I had to stop actually for a while because I left to UK to study. So I went
in sports.
I did, sports science and management.
Okay.
So I went to the UK for 3 years. It was like a kind of sports university there. Again, another very good experience. Because it was a sports university, you would have, and because it's in the UK.
Which part of it?
It's a uni called Loughborough. It's like near Nottingham and Leicester.
Okay.
Alright.
But you'll be working on in the gym casually, and then on the right you have like some Olympic gold medalists. On the left you have another Olympian.
And these are people, great exposure, right?
Yeah, and these are people you don't even know, because it's not like your like Michael Phelps and stuff like that, which I've recognized, right? These are like sort of more under the radar kind of athletes.
Tapi diorang gold medal. Tapi diorang medalist lah.
Yeah, but
ataupun diorang Olympian ke apa ke.
But to the rest of the world, they're not very known, right? And then my uni mate would be like, hey, you know who's that? I was like, no. He won gold medal in the last Olympics. Like, oh shit. But it looks like just like some average person lah. You know, so it's crazy lah, but very eye-opening, you know.
I see. So that is the reason why you pergi UK. That was what the reason of you focus 100% on being a football player ke?
So it was, I think, a requirement from my parents. They were like, you know, you want to be a professional footballer, okay, good, but first go and do your degree, you know, just as like a backup or safety net. So I went, but when I was there also, I think I was quite distracted. I was like, my only goal was to come back to Malaysia and play football.
Okay.
Yeah, so
your heart was still there anyways, right?
Yeah, that was my ultimate end goal. It was also kind of during COVID. So good and bad, I came back early because of COVID. There's like no point me staying there and doing everything online, right? Might as well just go back to Malaysia. So I came back here, did my last semester here, but thankfully it was also in time for like the 2021 season.
Okay.
So I came back, got opportunity to go for a few trials. Went to PJCT at that time.
Okay, PJCT.
And got lucky enough to get into the team there lah. So PJCT were playing in the Super League in 2021.
Okay.
So that was my first pro contract.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So in PKNS it was like a semi-pro contract because I was playing for the academy and also the senior team. But PJCT was my first official pro contract lah. So yeah.
Oh, and then down PJCT dah tak ada.
PJCT pun dah tutup. So in Malaysia, teams tutup very often. So PKNS dah tutup,
You
PJCT
kira
tutup.
free agent ke apa sekarang ni?
No, now I'm considered retired lah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've stopped playing football already.
But socially ada lah.
Yeah, so I'm playing for a team in the Selangor Champions League. So it's considered, not semi-pro. It's like
Clasico and all that lah, right?
correct. So it's a team called Pirates FC.
Pirates FC.
Just joined them.
Which negeri, which daerah is that?
They're based here, based in Selangor.
Pirates Selangor ke apa?
No, they're not attached to any daerah.
Oh, okay.
So they play in the Selangor Champions League, but it's a private team lah.
I see. Okay, okay.
So Selangor Champions League is starting in November, so it's training for that now lah.
What position sebenarnya you main? Kita orang
I
tak tanya
play as
pun.
a winger.
Okay.
But I've played as a centre mid. I've played anywhere attacking lah. I'm quite okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything you want to add and ask more Sunil, before we move to the next segment?
Yeah, I was like wondering, right? I mean, you first started off as a hobby, and then your father sent you off, right, to just try it out. Wasn't it like a bit of a shock because the training process is suddenly super different when you become a professional athlete, right? Suddenly you have to up your game. How was that process like for you?
I think I quite liked it. For me, it was an outlet for me to kind of focus or like really like give out my energy. Football has always been that one thing that I think people in school, like when I joined a new school, like all the kids will bully you. They push you aside because you're the new kid in the block, right?
Dia nak tengok you punya kekuatan lah, macam mana
so
boleh fit
I remember when I first joined
Yeah.
3KL, everyone was like, who's this guy, right? Like, no one want to layan. Try to make friends with them, also they don't want to layan. But then I remember it was the first time I played football. And then suddenly everyone want to become your friend,
Oh.
So football has always been a thing where you kind of earn that respect,
Yeah.
right? So when I started kind of gradually getting better at it or putting more focus into it, it was also my way to like make a statement for myself lah,
Yeah,
right? To prove that I can be something in somewhere, right? So I was always very, I think, dedicated to that because I was like, if I'm going to become someone one day, maybe football will be that,
Yeah.
will be the reason.
That big
Itu
part
sebenarnya
of
maybe medium. I think apa yang dia perasan,
Yeah.
that's just the medium tau, of like football is just the thing, but it develops you to be a person atau
Yeah.
someone that you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is, football
Yeah.
ke,
Yeah.
badminton ke apa ke, tapi you need to be like involved in that, gain respect, get respect, have respect towards the thing, the people around you,
Yeah.
and also
And football was just the thing that that helped you
Exactly.
get there, right?
sebab dia ada talent and dia rasa dia boleh push.
Yeah.
That's why you in for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything you want to add for like your journey, which I think it's a very best lah sebenarnya cerita you.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Boleh pergi sampai ke UK semua from a reality
But
show.
I mean,
That's
the
crazy.
reality is, as great as being a footballer sounds,
Yeah.
right? Even you look at these Premier League stars, you see their lifestyle, that there's a lot of ups and downs lah.
Of
There's as
course.
many or even more obstacles than there is glory and limelight and stuff like that,
betul.
right? So you have injuries, you have sometimes not getting selected to be in the team,
So
you're
you tak ada
getting dropped.
injury lah.
I've had a lot of injuries. I've had more injuries than most people. I've torn my ACL on both legs.
Oh,
I've
both
had
legs.
Both legs, one right, one left.
Might that be the reason why you cakap you main, you retire, you tak ni?
Yeah, I think that was a factor. The first time it happened, I was still quite motivated. I was like, okay, I can come back from this. And the second time it happened, I was like, and that was just the two big ones. I've had a lot of small injuries along the way.
Aiyo.
I don't know if it's just bad luck or what it is, but I've had also like my lung has collapsed on both sides. So each,
okay.
again, that one was again very like random.
Yeah.
But 6 months out, 6 months out, 6 months, 6 months. So you total it out, it's like multiple months or years
Yes,
out of the sport. And that was like very hard for me.
Mental pun, uish.
Yeah.
Because it stops you from doing something you love, right?
Yeah.
And at that time, it's a very lonely time when you're kind of recovering
You
on your
seorang
own.
je tahu
seorang,
rasa dia, yes.
And you feel very FOMO lah, you know.
Yeah.
You see all your friends kind of
And then I
training.
think from the progress, there's a regression too,
Exactly.
right? And I think for a lot of athletes, that is one of the most difficult things you have to face, because I think you already know your level, and
Yeah.
suddenly you just have to rest. You don't practice anymore.
Exactly. So
right?
you start from ground zero again, you know,
Yeah.
build up, and then wait till another injury, and then it's back to square one.
Yeah.
So I think the whole process was very demotivating for me. But also it was a few different things. I think for me, it was also like maybe it's time to venture into something else.
Okay.
Football has always been great for me, but maybe the injuries, and also I think the whole kind of industry in Malaysia wasn't very stable at that time.
Yes.
I'm sure you've heard stories.
Yes.
So at that time, I had a few different factors. Then my second ACL was, I think, the decision maker. I was like, you know what, maybe
What year was that, the second ACL?
last year actually. So actually it's been 1 year, exactly 1 year now. So
Ujo.
October 9th last year.
At the time of recording, kita tengah record 2025,
Correct.
mid-October.
Correct. So mid-October last 2024 was my second surgery lah for my ACL.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wish.
Yeah.
Barulah kita boleh beli dia punya produk.
Baru
Kita dah
kita-
kenal
kita-
orang
ya,
dia.
ya, ya.
Baru
Kita-
orang semua
kita
nak
faham,
beli.
kita
Boleh
faham
faham
sekarang.
dia punya perasaan. Okay, so now we're going to move to the next segment, which is we're going to talk about sports entrepreneurship. Tak tahu kalau korang dengar tak, I cakap tu sports entrepreneurship, sports brand. Tapi before I tanya Sunil, sebenarnya I nak tanya Anne, what is your pandangan in the general meaning of sports entrepreneurship atau sports brand from your point of view?
Okay, so before this, when I heard sports brand, I always assumed it was clothing, right? Anything. I mean, like as a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, I enjoy doing yoga or whatever. So when people spoke about sports brand on social media, I always assumed like, it was more of the clothing, the shoes and whatnot. But I never thought that, you know, like recovery items
Ada
or
more
whatever.
towards
Yes, there is
sports
so
brand.
much more to sports brand, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your point of view.
That's
of,
my point of view,
Okay,
correct.
so before I ajak you datang, you thought it's just baju,
It's baju,
jersey,
you know,
yeah.
it's literally like materials you wear so that, you know, when you wash your baju, then it doesn't stink. Like, to be honest, you know.
Oh, for me, sports brand is senang cerita apa-apa yang involve dengan sports lah. That's about it. Soalan jawapan yang sangat simple. Okay, what's sports brand and sports entrepreneurship from your point of view, actually?
Equipment, right? I think anything to do with sports, whether it's to help you improve or for you to just engage in whatever sport you do,
Yeah.
I think that is a sports brand. I think now sports brands are changing.
Okay.
Very
Why do you say that?
sports brands used to be very elite focused, right? Like
Okay.
what
Betul.
are the pros wearing? What are the pros doing, right? But now sports brands can be a run club, right?
Betul.
Right.
Betul.
It can be a
Right,
pickle
yeah.
and paddle club, right? It's becoming more social, right? So we're in I think a social era of sports now, where it's a lot more about the community as opposed to the results, right? It's more about who you're with, the whole social aspect of it, you know.
Betul lah juga kan. Like
Yeah, that's a very new way of seeing
a
it.
club,
Yeah.
it's also a brand juga.
Yeah, it is.
Betul. Like I nak main pickle dekat this pickle place, tapi that is their brand lah.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it's just tools, equipment and clothing.
yeah.
Oh.
So I think it's evolving a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Now you've got a lot of sports technology as well, which I think will be considered sports brands, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone is wearing a Whoop now.
Whoop.
Whoop. You haven't seen the Whoop?
Isn't that like also another brand of the watch and whatnot,
It's
right?
a wearable thing which
Yeah.
kind of tracks like a Fitbit. You're wearing a Fitbit or something?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like a Fitbit, but tracks like your sleep, your recovery.
Oh.
Yeah. So everyone's wearing that now.
There's also the Aura
there's
rings,
Aura
right?
ring, correct. So similar to the Aura ring.
Yeah.
So it's all to track recovery metrics. That tracks your sleep, tracks your they call it strain, which is how much you work out in the day.
Okay,
all
I
that kind
nak
of stuff.
tanya
Yeah.
both of you lah. Dia kena berkait dengan health ke sebenarnya? Is it
For a sports brand,
Yeah.
I mean, they go hand in hand, right? You do sports, you don't do sports to get unhealthier,
Yeah.
right?
So memang kena berkait lah. So that's why
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's sports now has got a lot of different pillars, right? You've got social sport, you've got elite sport, you've got health and wellness, you've got fitness, you've got so many
So
different.
dia bercabang banyak lah
Correct.
sebenarnya.
You know. Now everyone's doing Pilates. There's so many different areas of sports. You know, before sports is you either go gym, you play futsal, you play badminton,
You run
you
ke?
go running. You know?
Betul.
If you don't like one of those four, you're considered unhealthy lah. You'll be sitting down at home watching
you
TV,
go
right?
knit baju ke
Correct.
apa lah. Oh,
Now there's so many different ways people can be active, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, betul. Yeah, even like when, just to share to everybody and to both of you, before doing Better Call Sukan, I sebenarnya, yes, I tahu yang ada banyak sports, tapi I did not know yang dia broad, besar gila lah. And it's just, that's why I love doing this. And thank you everyone for listening. Wah, bagi shout out kepada korang halfway through the show. Yes, kita nak sembang pasal Retra Recovery. So, boleh pegang ke?
Yeah, of course.
Boleh Okay, so kepada siapa yang boleh tengok dekat YouTube ke atau Nat akan buat, Nat our producer, shout out to Nat. Hari ni dia sorang-sorang from start to the end. Dia set up camera, dia buat sound, dia susun walkers, banting semua dia buat sorang-sorang.
Wow.
Sebab orang lain colleague dia bercuti 1 minggu. Yes. Okay, this is a foam roller, Retra Recovery.
Yes, I would like to touch it.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, boleh
okay.
cerita tak what is Retra Recovery sebenarnya before kita tengok pasal foam roller ni? Yeah.
So Retra Recovery is a portable recovery brand. Started off with the Retro Roll. That was our first product.
Boleh buka?
Boleh.
Yeah.
Takutnya. Buka macam ni.
Tarik, yeah.
Just tarik.
Yeah.
So N is kepada yang siapa tengah mendengar. Alah, baru nak
So
cakap.
everyone's very scared to pull, right? But you just have to kind of pull it hard.
Okay, so I wasn't doing anything wrong.
No, you don't know.
Kepada siapa yang tak dengar, yang dengar kita only audio. Oh, macam tu.
Yes.
So I tengah sebenarnya pegang besar dia, oh sorry kena mic. Besar dia sebenarnya macam mana kata, half of a dumbbell lah. Is it?
Dia sama besar macam balang kuih raya yang medium.
Betul. Kalau you pergi open house, dekat atas meja akan ada balang kuih raya. Betul. So dia betul lah.
Yeah, that's how portable it is, guys.
So if you guys are listening to it, that is how it is. And I am pulling it. So kita buat ASMR sikit.
Yay.
Okay. Shh. So you just tarik dan dia jadi foam roller. Oh, begitulah. You want to try to push it and pull it?
No, I want to like feel the grooves.
Okay,
you
do
know?
tell us about this product then.
So as a footballer myself before, almost everyone in my team would use a foam roller as part of their daily routine before training, after training, at night before tidur. Because a foam roller is supposed to be like a massage, right?
Yes.
So it's basically a self-massage tool. It's called myofascial release, which is basically like your muscle fiber. So it helps release your muscle fibers, right? So foam rollers have always been a big part of my life, of most athletes' lives. But the problem with foam rollers is it's very big and bulky, right?
Right.
So especially like for footballers or for kind of any athletes that have to travel for games. So we had a lot of away games in other states, other countries, as most athletes do. Foam roller is kind of one of the core kind of tools you bring, along with your football boots, along with everything else. But we are traveling with 2-3 bags, and then on top of that, we need to carry our foam roller because the foam roller cannot fit in one of our bags, right? Because most foam rollers are quite big, and it just doesn't fit in a bag. So it was always a big kind of problem or a pain point that we had as athletes. So that's what got us to start thinking. Me and my partners, Rani and Sachin. Shout out to them. So Sachin used to be a professional footballer as well. Rani is actually a coach. He works with teams and individuals who want to improve in football. So they're my two partners. When we started discussing it with them. We're like, this could be an opportunity, right? To address this pain point.
Pada orang yang pernah dengar, I sebenarnya tengah roll it
Yes,
on
Arif's
my
rolling it on
calf
his
and
calves,
legs.
testing it out.
Macam mana nama Retra tu ditubuhkan?
So
boleh cerita
Retra Roll is short form for retractable foam roller.
tak? Tak adalah
So,
macam
not very creative.
nama Red, nama Tra, Sundra.
Hey, but
tak ada.
it serves the purpose, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
name.
So it wasn't a very creative name. We just took, what is this product? It's a retractable foam roller. Okay, we combine the names, make it short. And
What
make it,
inspired you guys to buat a retractable roll? Ada pernah nampak kat luar ke?
we saw something similar like this
Okay.
and overseas, right? So we're like, Malaysia doesn't have this yet.
Yeah.
Why not bring it to Malaysia, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, prior, I didn't know there were retractable foam rollers, right? And like you said, they are bulky, they're big,
Yeah.
right? Is this the standard size that you guys would actually lug around?
Yeah, so when you extend it, that's a typical size of a foam roller.
So that's what, like 45 centimeters?
Good
probably.
question.
Dekat website dia ada
I think so. Should
okay.
have. Yeah.
And you guys started with having this product first, Retra Roll, baru you guys then at the same time keluar Retra Recovery lah. Ke macam
Correct.
mana?
So we started off with Retro Roll. The response was quite good. We launched it early last year and we had a lot of sales. So,
2024.
correct. Yeah, 2024. I think it was February or March we launched it. A lot of sales. A lot of people were very kind of interested. Never seen this before. And then we started kind of exploring other products within this segment, right, of recovery and with the whole team of portable recovery. So we actually brought on board 5 other products,
Yes.
but all trying to keep in mind that theme of portable recovery, right? So we had to rebrand slightly from Retra Roll became Retra Recovery.
Okay, so
Yeah.
dulu
Okay.
nama brand ni Retra Roll.
Correct.
Tapi sebab you guys expand, so
Yes.
that's why Retra Recovery came along.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
I,
So there was a rebranding.
Correct. A small
so to say.
rebranding that we had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Betul juga. Sebenarnya I ingat Retra Recovery first and then baru diorang buat all
Yeah.
this because if you guys checked out their socials now while you guys are listening it, boleh je dengar and also kalau you guys ada premium on YouTube pun boleh dengar juga, boleh tengok. Dia bukan hanya jual ini sahaja, right?
Yeah.
Boleh cerita tak the perkembangan dia, kenapa and mengapa and which one you guys choose to berkembang the product.
So yeah, I think Retro Roll was the first product, but again with every product there are the pros and cons, right? So with the roller, like you said, like if you're sitting down like this, it's a bit hard to roll, right? So this roller is meant to be used on the floor, lying down or whatever, right? So then we started exploring other options, right, for similar theme. So we've got a massage stick, which is similar to a roller, but it's a lot thinner. And it can be used to kind of roll on your thigh, on your calf, whatever, while you're sitting down, while you're sitting down on the couch watching a movie. And then we also have a ball. It's a trigger point ball. So the idea of the ball is roller is good for bigger muscles, but sometimes you have like a small knot in your calf or in your thigh that you need to kind of massage.
Okay.
So the trigger point ball is good to target those kind of specific areas.
Okay.
So those were the 3 products that we initially started.
Started with the stick.
So it was it all kind of launched around the same time, but the kind of thought process was the stick first and then the ball.
This one first, then the stick.
Yeah, roller
then the ball.
first, stick and then ball, and then also a massage gun.
Yes.
So I'm sure you guys have seen massage guns, but most massage guns are quite big and bulky. So we tried to develop something that was small, that you can put in your bag, that you can, doesn't take up much space. So ours, for those that can see, is just about this size. Sorry, I didn't bring it with me. So it's just like quite small like this. Again, to be used when you're just chilling, sitting down on a sofa, even in the gym, stuff like that. Yeah.
I actually sebenarnya nak tanya you yang yes, foam roller is necessary use and item juga for tak kisahlah social ke elite athletes ke apa. Tapi semenjak ada massage gun, orang dah kurang guna the roll.
Yeah.
Because the purpose is the same. Is that the reason why you ada produk massage gun juga atau macam mana tu?
So it's just another option. I think like you suka makan one day you makan chicken rice, next day you makan nasi lemak.
Okay,
right?
faham.
So it's just another option on the menu for you lah.
Okay.
Right? To be fair, like although massage guns are popular, me as a gym goer, you still see I think more foam rollers out there than massage guns.
Oh really?
But I
Okay.
think maybe because people are using the massage guns at home,
Yeah.
use the foam roller when they go to the gym before their sports, that kind of stuff.
And I mean, like you said, right? Massage guns are generally heavier.
Yeah.
Right. So.
And I think massage guns are also more for targeted areas.
Betul.
Okay.
Right?
Betul.
So like if memang got one tight knot in your thigh that you really need to target, then it's quite good for that. You spend like 10 minutes with the massage gun just in that area. But foam roller is good for like that kind of overall release, right? You do your thigh for like 30 seconds, do your hamstrings for 30 seconds. So it's good for your kind of warm-up routine or cool-down routine. Yeah.
You wanna ask anything about Retra Recovery more? I just wanna ask sebenarnya the challenges of forming a recovery company ke apa ke. Is it the challenges because you are the founder. So dia bukanlah macam hari ni bangun, okay, today I nak buat ni. So do tell us the process of it.
So I think for us was, first of all, I think the research of the product. If we're going to make a product to sell, we need to make sure that it's got some quality.
Okay.
Right? So we had to do a bit of R&D, test out different suppliers, factories and stuff like that, to actually make sure that the products are of good quality, right? And then after you get the product, it's also about now how do we get people to buy the product, right? So the whole kind of marketing strategy, like you've seen our ads and stuff like that, the thought process behind all that. And then also how do we get that brand out in the community, right? So do we give it to run clubs? Do we give it to gyms? Do we give it to sports teams, right? So engaging that kind of brand and community aspect is also I think very important. So I think what made it a bit easier was we only started with one product.
Okay.
So it wasn't too complicated at the start. We kind of just scaled as we went. There was very little or low investment at the start, and then as we saw the response, then we started scaling and investing a bit more into it. Yeah.
And berapa orang in your team actually?
So now there's 3 of us, 3 partners.
Okay.
And we've got
Tiga-tiga founder.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. So we sort of manage and run everything. Now we've just outsourced it to a fulfillment person. So they do all the shipping and all for us. So we just handle mainly the back end things lah. So we got one guy mainly handling the ads and the marketing. I focus more on the brand development, and then we got one guy handling social media and content and stuff like that.
Oh. So walaupun tiga-tiga founder tapi tiga-tiga tak goyang kaki lah.
Tak ada lah. Semua
ada role
try
lah.
try to do their part lah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you focus more on the branding.
Branding and more development of the brand, bringing new products, product innovation. Most of the current products I kind of sourced and developed.
Was there macam tu, you rasa you ada advantage of in that part? It was the one because you went to study dekat sports science to help for all this ke?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think my background is sports science, so I think I understand the recovery side of things. So how is this product going to help you recover? What are the benefits, the pros and cons? So I think developing the product, and also I think from an athlete's perspective, what will be convenient for the athlete? What is the athlete looking for? All those things I think helped me actually when I was kind of sourcing or developing the products lah.
Contohnya lah kan, the product tu yang you buat tu, you kena R&D, right? You said R&D stands for
Research and Development.
betul kan? Yes. Kepada orang kat luar sana tak tahu dia ni R&D. So do you seek macam you ada somebody yang you check on ke, ataupun you go to multiple physio ke, apa you buat ni? Pun tak
So
tahu.
we first of all we had to find like a supplier or a manufacturer who could actually make it. So we spoke to a lot of people in China, in other countries, all mainly online, and then you have to do like a video call with them, explain to them what you're trying to build, and then they will have questions. Then usually they will send over samples. So sometimes you need a few samples before you find the product that you want. So it's usually a sample, you give feedback. There's another sample, give feedback. And then you get feedback from other people. I give it to some of my friends, some of my other kind of athletes. Ask them what they thought about it. And then now we obviously listen to our customers. Is there something that they think can be better? And then we try to make adjustments accordingly lah.
But like, you know, when you started off the brand, right? Were your target customers actually mainly athletes, or did you guys already know, okay, like
dia akan berkembang
dia akan berkembang, and a lot of people who are also, let's say, beginners or intermediates, you know, even eventually they would also need recovery products, right? So correct. So what was your first focus?
I think initially our
customers?
thought process was to target elite athletes.
Alright.
Because I believed at that time, I thought, only elite athletes use this.
Okay.
But I think as we spoke about just now, I think sports in general is shifting, right? It's going from very like only the elite athletes train to now everyone is training, right?
Betul.
Because whether you're competing with your friend pickleball on the weekend, Sunday afternoon you're playing pickleball with your friend, you still want to beat your friend, right?
Yes.
So everyone wants to be the best at whatever level they are playing, right? So sports, I think since COVID has shifted a lot, and now everyone is very competitive in whatever sport they do, in whatever level they play. And so you're starting to see a lot of more of the social people also investing a lot in their recovery, in their training, right? Now you're seeing everyone's got like sort of like a personal trainer, everyone's got a personal coach, everyone's got a gym membership.
Betul.
Right? And then now you're starting to see people start to invest in all those additional things, right? Their nutrition, all these wearables, Apple Watch, your
Supplements
Fitbit,
and whatnot.
supplements. That's when we started to realize, maybe like the social market, or like those that are more in the social sports, will actually use stuff like this, and it's a much bigger population than the elite sport. The elite sport in Malaysia is only maybe like 1%, right?
Macam mana you nak boleh, sebenarnya before this I ada cakap dengan Anne, mungkin dalam pandangan Retra Recovery and for you guys, dia dah akan jadi necessary to have it in the future. Macam like I told Anne, before this semua orang tak ada like I have a air botol. Now everyone akan bawa like Montigo ke Hydro Flask saja je sebab I nak minum sebenarnya.
Subtle plug.
So now everyone like akan ada like this air botol and all. So do you see that everyone necessary akan ada an equipment of recovery, massage gun ke apa ke in the future?
I think so. I think we're
moving towards that, right?
Yeah, we're in this era now where everyone is for more, right?
Betul.
I see you using this, I also want to use it, right? So similar to like the Montigo and all these other bottles, right? Now it's starting to see with the Apple Watch. You see with the Whoop, everyone is wearing a Whoop, right?
Whoop ni brand ah?
Yeah, it's a brand. Go
I've
check
heard
it out.
Oh, okay.
You'll definitely, now that you've heard it, you'll definitely see it a lot.
Okay.
Because so I used to wear the Whoop when I was playing, and back then was like maybe in Malaysia less than like 20 people. Tak ada orang pakai, right? And then I stopped because it's like an annual subscription. And the thing is, you get a lot of data, but after you get all the data, then you kind of know already, like you don't need to keep seeing the same data, right? So I stopped subscribing. But then now, like literally, like everyone is wearing it.
Even in Malaysia?
In Malaysia as well, and it's not so much the elite athletes, not the pro athletes are also wearing it, but it's everyone is like
everyone wants to track their data.
Macam mana you boleh make sure everyone akan ada produk Retra Recovery?
I think when people start to realize the importance of recovery, right? Your training can only go as far as your recovery, right? Because if you want to improve in your sport, you need to train, right? And the harder you train, the more you need to recover.
Sebenarnya memang orang kata warm up dengan cool down adalah paling penting, kan?
Correct. Correct. But it's not just that now, you know. So warm up is before you start your training.
Yes.
Cool down is after you finish.
Yes.
Right. But it's also all the other hours in the day, right, where your body needs to recover. Right. Most people can train maybe 2 to 4 hours per day. Right. What are you doing the other 20 to 22 hours in a day? Right.
Okay.
It's your food. It's your sleep. Right. Those two I would say are the most important. And then it's also all this additional 1%, right? From your sports massage, your foam rollers, your massage gun, your ice baths, all that kind of stuff.
But I think macam recovery ni tak semua orang faham, tak semua orang tahu unless I think before this, unless you're a professional, then only you understand how profound recovery is, right?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are scared to rest because they are scared to regress.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So kalau kita nak cakap to people that's listening or that's watching, recovery is not. Tengok, even I pun cakap cool down, warm up dengan cool down is the most. In my head, that is recovery.
Yeah.
Sebenarnya,
Correct, yeah.
outside that pun you kena buat jugalah. Sleep and eat is part of recovery also. So itu internal dalam, also itu for your tummy, you know. But your muscles, in order you sleep and eat, you kena ada all these tools and equipment juga.
Yeah.
In order for you, paling penting kalau you tak ada, you kena stretch lah. That's the most important thing.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Malaysia is selalu lambat, right? All this stuff will start in other countries, eventually will come here. Same with all the different fitness trends, right? And slowly, I think the whole health, wellness, recovery thing, people are starting to realize the importance of it. So like, I'm sure you've seen cold plunges and ice baths.
Yeah.
It's become so big in Malaysia now.
Polar,
everything, right? Yeah. So ice baths, I started ice baths maybe 10-15 years ago.
Betul.
When I was
athletes
I remember playing for Malaysia under 13 team. That was my first time. After training, they had like this tong sampah, you know, the big tong, and then they put water in, they put ice. You go in there, and it's like the worst 5 minutes of your life because it's painful lah.
But
right?
it helps.
Yes, it definitely helps. Definitely helps.
Yeah.
Until today, I still hate it. You know, I think it's the most dreadful part of sports because it's so painful when you're in that cold. But it's important, and now you see like everyone is doing it. People have made it part of their daily routine.
Yeah.
They wake up in the morning, they cold plunge, and then they start their day.
Yeah.
Right. So soon, even like I said with foam rollers, 5 years ago maybe only pro athletes knew what it was.
Yeah.
Now, when I go to the gym, maybe I see 5 people using a foam roller.
Korang ada like a, contohnya Nike say just do it, all that. Korang ada like your own motto ke apa ke?
We do, but I can't remember it.
Today for tomorrow, is it?
I think so. Yeah. Exactly. That's it. Yeah. So today for tomorrow. Yeah. So my partner created it. Today for tomorrow is essentially focus on your recovery today for your training tomorrow. Right.
Genius. Yeah.
Because if you neglect what you do today, right, tomorrow when it's time for you to train, your kaki gonna rasa sore, so you're not gonna be able to train 100%, right?
Yes, this delayed onset muscle soreness.
There you
My
go.
goodness. To be honest, that's the reason why I don't like to do sports.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I eat, I do not have
But
DOMS.
that's okay. Your husband will, your husband will.
My husband's
will
like,
cheer you.
telling me to roll. You know?
What is the challenges lah of having a recovery brand at bila orang lain semua? I think kelebihan advantage adalah you start first. Tapi what's the challenges sebab orang tak tahu, orang tak nak beli, orang tak nak spend. Yeah, that. Other than that, other challenges?
So I think for us the challenge was mainly the pricing, right? So foam rollers, there's so many different types of foam rollers out there.
Okay.
Right? And foam rollers are essentially, it's just like a pipe
Yes.
and rubber around it.
Yeah, I boleh je guna air walkers ni untuk roll juga.
Right? You can use anything, but most foam rollers are just, it literally looks like a pipe and then there's like a foam around it, right?
Yes.
So it's very cheap. You can get a foam roller for like 15-20 bucks.
Okay.
Right? But because of like the technology we have to charge slightly more, right? So we sell ours for like 129. I think now it's going for 99. We've got promo going
99
on. Yeah.
promo. Okay.
But also we wanted to make it accessible, right? We don't want it to be like 300-400 bucks where
Faham?
people can't afford.
Betul.
Right?
Ada kat luar?
Yeah.
Foam roller 300.
Ada,
Mesti
yeah.
ada.
Wow.
Mesti ada.
So for us, it is also like now we cannot charge as cheap as like the regular foam rollers, but we want to make it accessible, so we have to find that kind of middle ground, right? Yeah.
So that's the challenge lah.
That was the, I think, biggest challenge. And then also, like, how do we make it seen, right? No one knows what a retractable foam roller is,
Yes.
right? So how do we put it out there so that anyone using a foam roller will see the benefit of this and then hopefully buy one lah. Right?
So your main push is the retractable foam roller lah. Yang lain
So
semua.
our two biggest products are the foam roller, and we also have a cryo sleeve. It's basically a sleeve like a knee guard or an elbow guard,
Okay.
but it's got a gel inside,
Okay.
and that goes either in the freezer or in a microwave for you to use after your sports to reduce inflammation. It's like putting an ice pack,
Oh.
but the problem with the ice pack is you cannot walk around. You got an ice pack, right? You have to hold it there or tie it with a towel. So this one you can literally slide it on, and then think of like a knee guard, similar to a knee guard. So it's like a cold knee guard that you can put over your knee.
Oh, boleh
And
pakai
then-
lah time tidur ke?
Time tidur,
apa
yeah.
ke?
But the coldness will last about 15-20 minutes. So you just use it while you're watching TV or whatever. And you can take it out, put it back in the freezer. Or if you have two, then you just replace lah with another one.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that is the main focus lah.
Those two are our two main products. And the other 4 products, so we've got the trigger point ball, the massage stick, we've got mini bands,
Yeah.
resistance bands. Yeah.
Band, yeah.
So that one is more for your prehab. So before you start training, how do you like activate your muscles? So it's not just about recovery, but how do you prepare yourself for the training session, right? So we've got the mini bands, we've got the massage gun. Those 4 are sort of like our accessory products. Once you already have your 2 main products, what else can you get to sort of supplement your
Adakah
training?
you guys akan berkembang ke produk lain ke? You guys
Hopefully,
for now?
yeah, we are
Oh.
exploring a few options.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully we will.
What are your maybe kenangan manis of Retra Recovery? Ada partners ke? Like you guys ada buat event ke? Apa ke? Yeah.
Yeah, we've done events, but I think the nicest thing is when you kind of go to a gym and then you see someone using it, right?
Oh.
Right.
It's like, hey, that's my product, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's the pride of knowing, you know,
Yeah,
it's useful
like-
for somebody
yeah, someone else is using it, right? So, like, I remember
Pernah lah you pernah pergi gym and
Pernah, yeah.
that person doesn't know who you are.
Yeah,
Dia
yeah.
tak tahu founder kat
Correct,
sebelah aku je,
correct.
tapi sebenarnya dia tengah guna your product.
yes. So I think
So
that's
that is
nice,
the-
yeah.
I would tear up if you want me.
That's quite nice, right? Because you see, like, the kind of baby you created is out in the
Yeah.
world, right?
Oh.
So I remember I was at a football game, I think it was like 6-7 months ago, and then I saw the opponents just pull it out of their bag. And then I was like, hey, you know?
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So,
Faham. Right. So any contohnya maybe what's your future goal, aim maybe? Kita nak 10 ke 5 years?
Okay, let's say 5.
5.
Yeah.
5 years.
I think for us is, first of all, to, I think, build a presence within Malaysia, and then hopefully go to Southeast Asia. Yeah. And then-
Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Nak keluar local lah first.
Yeah,
The aim.
correct.
The first aim is to make sure maybe every state pegang lah kan.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
then-
So I think we're already in sort of every state. We've got
Okay.
orders from Kelantan, from Kedah, everywhere lah.
Alright.
Sabah, Sarawak.
postage tu semua you guys pun buat legat lah
Yeah,
kan?
we do
Oh.
all the shipping to
Alright.
all the different states. We've actually done a few to Singapore and stuff as well.
Okay.
So yeah, Malaysia, Singapore we've done, but then how can we kind of expand to Southeast Asia?
So that's the aim, future
Correct,
5
yeah.
years aim lah. 5 years not that long juga.
Correct.
Yeah, but
It is, but it is a very competitive market.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing similar things. The whole kind of recovery space is getting very competitive. So we're trying to figure out ways or like unique selling points that can make us kind of stand out lah.
Just gotta grind and just find the niche where
Correct.
everyone
Correct.
nampak. Yeah. Which I think you have found your niche. Anything else about Retra Recovery and Retra Rule that you want to add to maybe everybody?
No, I mean, yeah, if you haven't, I think a lot of people have like questions like, because it looks different from a regular foam roller. Is it durable? How much weight can it stand? Right. So we've tested it out. So far, no complaints. It hasn't lasted. It hasn't broken or anything. People over like 100 kilos have used it. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the main thing is you need to like pull it harder. So everyone's very scared to pull. But see, like when you do this, it's not
Ada
like,
yang listening, I'm actually gonna try. Sebab I nak tanya soalan ni, selesa ke tak?
Yeah.
Sambil you boleh cakap and all that. Boleh teruskan
so wait, I just need to pull it a bit more. So you'll
Okay.
lock because
Okay.
then it locks. Yeah.
It locks when you hear a click.
Yeah,
basically.
correct.
Yeah.
Boleh cakap dekat the mic.
Yeah, so honestly, from what we've tested, is more comfortable than most other rollers.
Okay.
Right? And it's also still got the same effect. Some rollers are flat. This one has got the effect. You've got
You got
the
your grooves,
right?
Yeah.
They create that effect.
Okay, saya sudah mencuba. Kalau sebab I want to ask the question yang selesa ke tak.
Yeah.
Sebenarnya sebab bila you tarik,
Yeah.
dia ada holes. Sebenarnya tak
Tak rasa, right?
tak
Tak
rasa.
rasa?
Yeah.
Okay,
Tak rasa
okay.
the holes, tak ada gap.
Yeah.
Sebenarnya rasa dia betul-betul straight lah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
dia
it's
tak ada
doing
tak
its
ada
job
lubang.
without the pain lah.
Yeah. Tak ada rasa yang ada lubang in between. It's selesa. Yeah, okay. That's why I wanted to try.
Yeah.
Oh.
Push
Dia ada ke
Jangan takut guys.
Yeah. Everyone's very takut, because it looks like flimsy, right?
Yeah,
But actually, you have to be like firm with
because
it.
it's retractable.
Yeah.
Kan so orang macam tak nak patahkan.
Yeah.
It's so special.
So,
Yeah, I think it's what you guys are doing. It is really nice. Sebab dia, senang lah nak angkat.
Yeah.
Kalau tak tu kena jauh, kena pegang and all. Okay, so anything you want to add us about the future goals? We hope that you guys are gonna achieve what you guys are achieving.
Thank you.
Outside there. We from Better Call Sukan hope that with having an hour session of Retra Recovery and knowing about the founder, orang akan eventually akan belilah, purchase. Kalau tak pun follow lah diorang punya social ke apa, and like see their progress. I would love to see what you guys are expanding and how you guys, korang punya, like you said, the way nak cari cara untuk banyak competitive people out there, competitions, and how you guys stand out among the rest. And I think you guys are actually currently standing out. Maybe I tak tahu lah. Anything else you want to add?
no, nothing else.
Okay, anything you want to add about that?
No, I'm good. I am very pleased with what we have heard so far.
Okay.
Right.
And with that, we're going to move to the final segment, which is a this or that. So, this one kita akan tanya Anne and myself akan tanya this or that punya session with to our guest founder of Retra Recovery, Sunil Chandran. So, Anne, you get to ask the first question. So, go.
Okay, so Sunil, do you prefer a foam roller or a massage gun?
Dua-dua ada produk.
Foam roller.
Foam roller.
Roller.
Okay.
Okay.
Ice bath or compression boots?
Compression boots, 100%.
What is compression boots?
It's like a sleeve
yang the
thing you
whole
put on,
thing,
and
or
then
they compress
it
the-
vibrates and
okay,
stuff
okay.
like that. Yeah.
To the skin.
Okay. So a new piece of training gear or a new recovery device?
Ooh, I would say a new piece of recovery device.
All right.
Okay. Product innovation or marketing strategy?
Marketing strategy.
Marketing strategy.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. Late nights planning, the business, or early mornings in the gym?
Have to do both. I don't have the.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the early mornings in the gym,
Okay.
but I have to do
That's
the
where
late
your
nights
heart is,
planning.
right?
Yeah.
The thrill of competition or the satisfaction of a great recovery? Oh.
Thrill of competition.
Okay.
Okay. A protein shake or a well-balanced meal?
A well-balanced meal.
Okay.
A big brand partnership or a loyal community of everyday athletes?
Loyal community.
Betul because it's getting bigger and the sports. Okay.
Okay. The process of training or the feeling of being fully recovered and ready to go?
Feeling recovered and ready to go.
Mestilah nak
Yeah,
100%
fresh,
kan?
right?
Fresh kan?
Faham.
And we would like to end with your personal favourite quote yang you ada. Any quotes yang you simpan to yourself that keeps you going every day?
I don't have a quote, but I just like
Kata-kata.
dream big. I think two kind of powerful words.
You say to yourself?
Yeah, I say to myself because don't let your thoughts or dreams kind of limit you.
Okay.
So I think everyone's got the ability to achieve endless possibilities, provided you put in the work. But don't let your dreams or the people around you limit those beliefs.
Wow. So sweet, short and sweet. Yeah, and very meaningful.
Yeah, and very true.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you so much. But before we end, kita nak you to look at the camera. Two things sebenarnya. The first one is acknowledgement. So I want you to go to the camera and just thank whoever that was with you and with you till where you are today. And after that, promote your Retra Recovery, where to follow, who, social media and all. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. I think thank my parents, friends, everyone that's kind of been around me. I think through my football career, through now my business endeavors, like you can't do a lot of these things alone. So I think my partners, all the support team out there, big thank you, big shout out to you guys. For all those who haven't tried Retra Recovery yet, check us out at Retra Recovery on Instagram. There's a promo going on now, so yeah, check us out, try it. If you already have one, share it with your friends. Like I said, I think recovery is as important as training, so invest in your recovery now.
Yes, ada nak promote personal punya social media ke? You can, if they want to follow.
If you want to follow me on my journey, Sunil Chandran 99. I think retired footballer now, but exploring a lot of other business opportunities within the whole health, wellness, sports space. So if you want to follow me on my journey, see my story, you can check me out on Instagram.
Yes, so there's a question, promo tu sampai bila? Tak tahu ke?
For now, another month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, by this recording, maybe korang ada like seminggu, 2 minggu lah before ni, because tak ada.
But we do promos quite often.
Tak ada ke special promo Better Call Sukan ke apa?
Yeah, we can do a promo code. Yeah.
Okay, kita boleh buat kepada siapa yang dengar Better Call Sukan punya promo. Maybe kita akan post. Yeah,
Better Call Sukan.
Yeah, maybe I'll talk to Anaf. We'll make sure that kita ada promo code.
We'll attach a promo code.
Oh yeah, okay, boleh. I want to bagi tahu you guys also, besides following Sunil and following Retra Recovery, you guys can follow Better Call Sukan. Yes, on all social media platform. Kejap, your Retra Recovery hanya on Instagram ke?
Instagram and Facebook, but mainly Instagram.
TikTok tak ada lagi. Okay, so focus on Instagram. For Better Call Sukan, kita ada semua. TikTok, ada Instagram. So if you guys tak follow lagi, do follow. Kalau tak subscribe lagi, do subscribe on all platforms. Also, if you guys ada sukan, athlete, community, like how we said today, it's growing bigger and better, and you guys nak kita orang panggil to be on the seat to just share, do let us know and we will definitely call them. Okay, kita nak besides thanking you guys, I would like to thank also to the sponsors of Better Call Sukan, the partnership of Better Call Sukan. The first is 𝙬𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎, also another local brand, Sunil and
Wow.
So dia ada stocking dan dia ada kasut. So this is futsal shoes.
Nice.
𝙬𝙊𝘾𝙄𝑼𝙇𝙎, dia ada more than that. Dia ada flip flops, dia ada socks, dia ada baju. So do check out on their social media, 𝙬𝙬𝑉𝑒, on all social media platforms. Give them a follow. And sangat-sangat selesa, breathable. Socks pun sangat selesa. Dan juga the next sponsor is Walkers. So if you guys boleh tengok, Walkers ni is a local brand. Sebenarnya it's a hydration drink. So dia zero sugar, zero calories, zero fat. So kalau you guys macam buat sukan out there or berpeluh and you guys nak besides of air sejuk, you guys boleh ambil Walker's drink ni. Hari ni kita ada 3 different flavors: passion fruit, peach and lychee. So kalau nak masam, passion fruit. Nak tengah-tengah, peach. Kalau nak manis, lychee. That's for my tekak rasa lah. Dan korang kena better minum masa dia tengah sejuk. So dia memang sangat-sangat, like you said lah, you drank it before, right?
Yes, I called it a lifesaver. You know, Malaysia is hot, right? So it has kept me hydrated, and to be honest, I am grateful for this drink.
Yes, diorang pun ada social media, do follow them. And diorang ada selling at all local stores juga. Dekat Aeon ada, I nampak. Dekat CU, Family Mart semua ada lah. So yeah, and thank you to you guys for listening from the start to the end of perkembangan Retra Recovery, and Sunil, his daripada dia masuk reality show of football lah, pergi UK, not just study, pergi trial ke just a training dengan MU punya training lah, training dengan, and then kita tahu pasal Retra Recovery. I pun try juga. So thank you so much everyone for listening from the start till the end. Any last words kita from yourself, Anne? Any last words? How do you feel about today punya show?
To be honest, that was a really, really interesting conversation. I had so much fun listening to your journey, and how the brand came to be. So thank you so much for enlightening me today.
Yes, and thank you so much. You did a very good job sebenarnya, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. And tadi I picked her up to come here. Dia kata dia nervous. Tapi I tahu dah, she will do a very good
natural
job. Yeah, natural kan. Steady je. Dia kalau
just start your own podcast.
Ni bukan mother tongue dia German language. Kalau cakap German lagi lancar dia punya ni. But yeah, thank you so much and for being here. Really appreciate you for being here. And any last words from you, Sunil, before we wrap up?
Thank you for having me. Very fun chat. Yeah,
that's about it.
All the best, Better Call Sukan.
Yes, all the best also for yourself and also for your company, Retra Recovery. Just kita lupa before dia pun ada not just Retra Recovery, dia ada a few other things juga involved in sports, yeah. So do check his social media for that. Just a quick shout out, ada barbershop, right?
Yeah, we got
team
sports themed barbershop. It's called 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝑍.
So our first outlet is in Jaya 1. And we're opening a new outlet in 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝑼𝑑𝙎 very soon.
Alright. Itu kita bagi cliffhanger lah. Kita tak cerita apa-apa pun pasal tu. And many more, right? In the future.
Hopefully.
We from Better Call Sukan hope all the best for you and your team. And keep doing what you love and spread the love. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Sangat ikhlas je you sembang hari ni. Thank you so much. So that's about it. That's gonna wrap the show. My name is �12𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎.
I'm Anne.
And I'm Sunil.
And we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Audio Plus.